Do you want to play a game?
Who's getting this information? In the prior piece, which is your feedback and notes about your performance. So we add a little color context to that. So just for clarification, you are not being singled out in this. Your peers are also being collectively assessed on performance. This is a collective calibration for Cloudflare. So I just want to clarify that piece. I won't be able to add any kind of specifics on numbers or...
Wait, yeah, no, can you explain for me why Brittany Peach is getting let go?
I won't be able to go into specifics for numbers.
Wait, why though? I just started, I've been working extremely hard. Just because I haven't closed anything that has nothing to do with my performance on a 3-month ramp with just 1 month with 2 major holidays in the middle, I don't think that has anything to do with why I should be let go, if that makes sense. So I really need an answer and an explanation as to why Brittany Peach is getting let go, not why Cloudflare decided to hire too many people and are now actually realizing that they can't afford this many people and they're letting that go. If that's the real answer, I would rather just you tell me that instead of making up some bullshit and telling me that right before I lose my job from someone that I've never met before. If you can respect that. Hi.
Thanks for meeting with me and Rosie. We have an important meeting today. We've finished our evaluations of 2023 performance. This is where you have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, it's been a while since I made a video. I wasn't even going to do this particular video because this has nothing to do with the content that I put out on this channel, but the fact that this is the Honest Podcast, I just figured I'd make this video and be honest. So this girl in the video, her name's Brittany, and she was laid off from Cloudflare, which is a big tech company. And I actually stumbled upon this video by accident because I was looking at something else. This is a very viral video that she did. She actually tapes herself being laid off. She's taking a call via Zoom or Microsoft Teams, and there's an HR lady present. Someone else is present on the phone, and she's getting the news that she's being laid off. This is actually a segue into what this video is about. As you guys know, man, obviously this is not, YouTube is not I don't make a living from this. Obviously, you can tell by the viewer count. I didn't start this YouTube. I have a job outside of this, a life, everything else. And the reason why I haven't been making videos in a while is because what you see Brittany going through here is what I went through. I'm actually working in the tech sector, and I actually was laid off the same way she was. Zoom phone call, HR on the line, a manager on the line. I will say the difference between me and Brittany's situation is I actually know what was happening. I had a good working relationship with my manager, and he actually told me that the layoff was coming. So I had a heads up. And he didn't tell me the day of or something like that. He told me in advance. So I knew what was coming. So when it came, I wasn't surprised. And so I can relate with what she's going through. The part I can't relate to is she was blindsided. I wasn't blindsided in my situation. I was made aware, and that's only because I had a good working relationship with my manager. Not just a good working relationship with him, but a good relationship outside of work. Right, we didn't hang out, throw back beers or any of that stuff, play golf or anything like that, but we would ask about each other's families. I would ask about his family and his kids, and I have a daughter, so there was a respect there. And when my layoff was coming down, and I worked for a big financial services company, he gave me a heads up. Now, the way they did Brittany here, I'm actually going to play the full clip of what happened to her at the end of this video. I think at the end. I don't know. Maybe I'll play it throughout this podcast and not at the end. I don't know. That part I didn't plan out. But yeah. So that happened. I don't know what sector you guys work in, but the tech sector is going through a big shift right now. Like, the layoffs are unreal, and it's everyone's doing it, from Google to Meta, all the thing. Google, Meta, Amazon, but not just them. Salesforce, the list goes on and on and on. All the big tech companies that you can think of, and software companies, they're all laying off. Even UPS is laying off. I mean, but really in the tech sector, it's really bad. You have a lot of software engineers, software developers, even security people, like cybersecurity analysts, cybersecurity engineers. So the tech sector is going through a big shift right now. You have the emergence of AI. So as more companies invest more and more money in the artificial intelligence, they are going to start doing job functions that we had engineers doing. So a lot of people are losing their jobs because of that. You've seen what Twitter did with Elon Musk. I don't know if you guys are up to date on that, but Elon Musk chopped a large percentage of his workforce off once he took over Twitter. And Twitter is still functioning as it was before, but it's powered by a lot of AI, a lot of automation. So yeah, so it's really a crazy time right now to be in tech. So when you hear people on the news saying that the economy is doing great and the economy is good, and they tell you about how many jobs have been added, I'm here to tell you that the economy is just good on paper. That's all. It looks good on paper, but there are a lot of people that are out of work and that's trying to find work, particularly in the tech sector. Like, it is not easy. Like, I sent out so many different resumes. Like, I didn't even count, because if I count how many I actually sent out, I would probably get pissed off. But it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I've never been one to not be able to get a job quickly unless there was something going on in the economy. That's the only time that's ever happened to me. That's how I know that the economy is not doing good. So all the jobs that's being added, they actually aren't being added. They're looking at companies that give them hiring data, like positions that they're sourcing for. But a lot of these companies are putting up a lot of advertisements for positions, but they're not actually hiring people to fill these positions. They're actually resume stacking, because I'll see the same positions being posted like every week. Like, it'll be posted, it'll be there for a few weeks, and then they'll repost it 3 weeks later. They'll just update it or change it, but it's the same jobs, the same positions at the same companies. And if you apply via LinkedIn or something like that, it actually tells you how many people sent their resumes in. So it'll say like over 100, over 200. So that's how you know these companies aren't hiring for the position, because there's no way a company can get over 200 resumes sent, applicants, and not find a person for that position. So they're really just resume stacking. They're creating in their database a list of people, potential future hires, as they go through their layoffs. And they're also they're tricking the stats. They're making people think the economy is good, actually when the economy is not good. I mean, you can look online and you can see all the big companies that are laying off, the tech companies, financial companies. It's crazy, and I know this because I am a part of the people that got laid off. I am a part of these people. I am Brittany. Was zoomed in. HR was on the line, a manager was on the line, and the same spill she got is what I got. Now, I will say this. When I got laid off, there was actually things done behind the scenes. I'm trying not to get too specific because, like I said, my manager who gave me a heads up, he actually told me what was happening behind the scenes. He gave me private information that he got when he was in the meetings with directors and VPs and stuff like that. So I knew the layoff was coming because he told me, and he wasn't supposed to tell me that. That was just senior management privileges. I wasn't supposed to know that, but I told you how our relationship was. So he's a real solid individual. So he told me. But not only that, I don't know if you caught at the beginning of this Brittany video, they tell her that she's not meeting standards. So they have a standard and they're saying she's not meeting them. Well, I heard the same stuff on my Zoom call. The difference is that my manager was providing feedback to senior management. And when he would go into the meetings to discuss various topics, and then when a topic got on me personally, they would bring up a big chart so everyone can see it on the projector. They start talking about me. They start talking about my performance. And he noticed that they actually changed his score. So he submitted to them my performance levels. They got the levels and then they changed it. So they took his performance rating that he gave for me personally, because he's my manager, and then they changed it. They manipulated it and made it be what they wanted it to be. This is how they can make you're not meeting the metrics or the qualifications or the standard. This is how they make it stick, because they manipulated the numbers. I would not have known this if my manager did not tell me. Now, on the Zoom call, obviously, I cannot be forthcoming with this information, because then they would know my manager told me, and then that would destroy him. That would throw him under the bus. So I didn't do that. But I already knew beforehand something was going on, because they started. The difference between me and Brittany is Brittany was blindsided. Like, I'm going to play her video so you can you can get the full scope of it. But for me, the performance email started to come. And because I have a close relationship with my manager, I had a blunt, fourth straight right conversation with him. And he's like, look, basically they already got their mind made up. They're laying people off, and this is how they're doing it. So I already knew that this was premeditated. There's this whole not meeting the standard and performance was a bunch of crap. They were just using that as a way to lay off people. And it wasn't just me. There was a bunch of people that got laid off. But this is what they used in order to do it. They say you're not meeting the standards. And what they can do is show you the numbers. And the numbers that they show you will show that you're not meeting the standards and whatever metric that they use. What they're not telling you is they're manipulating the numbers. Now, I don't know who her manager is. I know my manager submitted to them the truth, and then they changed it to make the numbers be what it needed to be to justify them laying me off and getting rid of me. So I am 99.99999% positive this is what happened to Brittany. Because Brittany goes hard on why she shouldn't be let go. She goes hard on her case. She starts pointing out all the things that she did, so it doesn't make sense why she's being laid off. But it makes sense when behind the scenes they manipulate the numbers to make you fall under the performance metrics or the standard, whatever it is that they have. This is how they make it stick. This is why these people are the most dishonest, unethical bastards you can ever work for. They literally do this underhanded, wicked, deceitful stuff, and they go home and sleep at night. They know they are deliberately and deceitfully getting rid of people, good workers, who actually are qualified for that job and who actually do meet the metrics and the standards. They know they do. But they're changing the numbers to make it appear as if they don't. And that is the most deceitful and wicked thing that you can do to somebody. To impact someone's life like that, to impact someone's family like that. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is capitalism. This is capitalism. Capitalism doesn't care about your family, your health, your marriage, your parents, kids in college, daycare, taking care of grandparents, nothing. It only cares about the numbers in the accounts receivable and the accounts payable. And whenever a company does great, senior management, C-suite get big bonuses. Whenever a company does bad, the employees get laid off. The leadership stays intact. This is how it is. And now with the interest rates the way it is, with AI kicking in, it's only going to get worse, guys. It's only going to get worse out there. So this is why I haven't been uploading a lot of videos lately, because I've been job hunting, taking care of some other stuff on my personal end. So that's the reason why. And I know this particular video is not the particular content that I put out, but this is the honest podcast. So I wanted to be honest and I wanted to be transparent. I didn't want to just make a video, the kind of video that I typically make for the channel, as if nothing happened, or just as if it's just another day, because it's not just another day. This is what's been going on, and this is why I haven't been uploading. But let me say this. I appreciate everybody out here that watches the videos, everybody that subscribes to the videos, and everyone that finds value in these videos. Because the truth is, if I didn't have a passion to help men, I wouldn't be doing these videos. It's really my passion to help people, but to help young men, older men in particular, that motivates me to keep doing these videos. That's my passion. And whatever you have a passion in, that's what will drive you to act. The minute I lose the passion, the videos will stop. But the thing about passions, man, is that passion will have you do things even when you don't see immediate benefit. It can be a year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 years. It may be never. But passion is not dependent on results. Passion is just passion. You know, we all have different passions and things that we're passionate about, and it's just something you're passionate about. And when you're passionate about something, you just do it. You just do it. And I know that YouTube, for the most part, is an entertainment platform. I know most people don't come to YouTube to learn things. For the most part. I mean, I come to YouTube to be entertained, but I also come to learn things, whether it be to fix something on my car, do something around the house. So watch a documentary or a biography, or to gain some information. So I do use it for both, but I know that most people utilize YouTube for entertainment purposes. And I was actually going to do a CNN video. Was it? Wait, that might. I don't even think that's true. Nah, it's not CNN. It was MSNBC, I think, or CNBC News, something, about all the tech layoffs and stuff that's going on. But after I ran across this video by Brittany, it just felt it was more personable. Now, the CNBC one is more, they start running down all the companies that's laying off, and it's crazy. And I still might even play that. Just so you can see the sheer number of companies that's laying off. And I'm not talking about they're laying off like 100 people. I mean, thousands. This is thousands of people that are out of work. So when they keep saying, oh, the economy added 300,000 jobs this month, or 200, yeah, well, they've laid off just as much, or at least half. And the jobs that they're adding, they're not actually hiring for. They're just, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. Like I said, they're not actually hiring. It's the same positions at the same companies that they post. They get a whole bunch of resumes for about 3 weeks, and then they repost the same job over and over again. It's basically a manipulation. The economy is not adding that many jobs. They're continually laying people off, and companies are fake hiring. Anyway, when I got laid off, I already knew that it was deceptive what they were doing. My manager already told me that, so there was no back and forth when it was happening to me, because I really couldn't. There's no way I can prove that I knew it without exposing my manager and putting him in a bad position, which I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to betray his trust like that. But Brittany's situation is different. So I'm going to play Brittany's video, let you guys check that out, and then we'll come back. So this is the original video from TikTok. I'm going to play this one because it's longer. The one on YouTube is just clips. So this is Brittany. So here she is. She's actually taping. She knows it's coming. She's preparing herself for the Zoom meeting. So she's actually video recording herself off to the side. The people the HR individuals don't even know she's doing it.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
Yes, I'm just joining.
And actually, I'm gonna run this at the beginning. I don't know why this didn't start at the beginning. Yeah, here it is, right here. Because I want to see you. She's gonna prepare for it. Like, she gets set. She got the drink. Here it is. She's getting ready. You see? That's like the nerd. You getting ready. She knows it's coming.
Hey, Brittany.
Hi.
Yes, I'm so sorry. My name's Rosie. I'm just joining the call. Nice to meet you. I'm on the HR team.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi.
Thanks for meeting with me and Rosie. We have an important meeting today. We finished our evaluations of 2023 performance. This is where you have not met Cloudflare expectations for performance. We've decided to part ways with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sure.
So I started August 25th. I've been on a 3-month ramp, and then it was 3 weeks of December, and then a week of Christmas, and then here we are. I have had the highest activity amongst my team. Since I've started, I have had 3 contracts out, done a really great job managing my deals up until the very end that decided not to close last minute. So I don't think that makes a lot of sense for me in my Cloudflare journey here so far. Also, every single one-on-one I've had with my manager, every conversation I've had with him, he has been giving me nothing but, I am doing a great job, I have had great activity, I have really great meetings, I'm picking up the products very quickly. And
now see, this is the issue I'm talking about. She's been having meetings with her direct manager. The feedback from her direct manager has been positive. He's saying how hard she's working, how quick she's picking things up. It's been nothing but praise. That lets you know that they've been doing things behind the scene. What they're saying to her is not matching the language that was coming from her direct manager. And furthermore, her direct manager is not on the call. So where are they getting the information from? Where are they getting the numbers from that she's not meeting their standards? They're making the numbers up. They're coming up with the numbers behind the scenes to justify why they're letting her go. That's what they're doing to her. That's what was done to me. The difference is she was blindsided by it. Or here's another possibility. Her manager is a piece of crap. I worked at a mortgage company, and this was during the mortgage crisis back in 2008, 2009, when we had the the real estate market crashed and the stock market crashed. I was working for a mortgage company. I was a temp. I had a friend who was working at the mortgage company. She was a temp too. There was a bunch of us there. We were temps because a lot of people was trying to refinance their homes. A lot of people were losing their homes because everything crashed. So the mortgage industry during that time was crazy. So we're working at this mortgage company, and our manager comes by and he says, "Hey, everybody come back into the conference room. We're going to have a quick meeting." My friend asked our manager directly, looked him in the face and said, "Do I need to bring my stuff?" And she was saying that to say, "Are we being laid off? Are we being let go?" And he said, no, nothing like that. No, we're just having a quick meeting." So what happens when we go back there? Laid off. That's another possibility. Either her manager was forthright with her and she really was doing a great job and he didn't know anything about what's taking place right now, or number two, he's a piece of garbage and he was actually lying, like this manager did me when I was working at the mortgage company. Did all of us, actually. That I don't respect. I do not respect that. If you are a manager and you have people under you and you have an employee ask you directly, "Am I being let go? Should I bring my things? What is this meeting about? Are we being let go?" and you look them in their eye and you lie, you are a piece of garbage. I can never, ever respect a man or a woman that operates like that.
And things have been going really, really well. I make really great relationships with my clients. So I disagree that my performance hasn't been, I haven't met performance expectations when I certainly have, just because I haven't closed anything officially.
I hear you.
Also, why are you doing this and not my manager? Not, we've never met, so this seems a little odd that my manager has no idea that this has been happening, and the direct.
So her direct manager's not on the line. That makes me think that it's option one, that her manager felt that knew she was meeting the requirements, knew she was meeting expectations, but behind the scenes they wanted to get rid of her. This is what happened to me. My manager wanted to keep me. I was meeting expectations. The higher ups decided they did not want me there. And again, it's not just me. I'm not making this personal about me. It was a bunch of us got laid off, but they made a decision in their mind who were the people they wanted to let go. And she's one of the people they want to let go. And she said she started in August, so she's fairly new. I was in the same situation. In my department, I was one of the newest members. I was the second to the newest. Was it second to the newest? I was either the newest or the second to the newest. There was someone who was newer than me, but they laid her off. And then I got laid off. So, and the people that were there for years, and I've been years, like 15, 20 something years, they held on to them. So they're just looking for reasons to get rid of certain people. And the fact that she came on kind of late probably had a lot to do with it. But I'm not giving them a pass because what they're doing is unethical. Because if you're going to get rid of people, just be honest and say why you're getting rid of people. Don't fabricate and come up with you're not hitting the metrics when that's a damn lie.
There's no idea that this has been happening, so I'm just definitely confused, and I would love like an explanation that makes sense.
100%. Real quick, let me carve out the two threads. The latter of why I'm on this conversation, I'll put that one, the second half, and Rosie might be better to explain the process of who's giving this information in the prior piece, which is your feedback and notes about your performance. So let me add a little color context to that. So just for clarification, you are not being singled out in this. Your peers are also being collectively assessed on performance. This is a collective calibration for Cloudflare. So I just want to clarify that piece. I won't be able to add any kind of specifics on numbers or...
Wait, can you explain for me why Brittany Peach is getting let go?
I won't be able to go...
I like that. She cuts to the chase. I don't want to hear about everybody else. Just explain to me why I'm being let go. Because I know I've been doing a great job, because every time I have one-on-ones and meetings with my manager, he's telling me so. So cut to the chase.
Go into specifics for numbers.
Wait, why though? I just started. I've been working extremely hard. Just because I haven't closed anything that has nothing to do with my performance on a 3-month ramp with just 1 month with 2 major holidays in the middle, I don't think that has anything to do with why I should be let go, if that makes sense. So I really need an answer and an explanation as to why Brittany Peach is getting let go, not why Cloudflare decided to hire too many people and are now actually realizing that they can't afford this many people and they're letting that go. If that's the real answer, I would rather just you tell me that instead of making up some bullshit and telling me that right before I lose my job from someone that I've never met before, if you can respect that.
Yeah, I can totally respect that. And I don't think Dom or myself today is going to give you any clarity or answers that's going to meet the expectations that you're communicating to us, Brittany. So I can't speak to...
So am I getting let go for no reason? If you guys can't give me a reason?
I'm happy to follow up with you separately to give you the data that was calibrated. I'll need to speak with revenue lead.
Listen to her wording. The data that was calibrated. The operative word here is calibrated. It's the data that they fabricated. That's what that means. It's the data that they fabricated in order to get rid of someone.
Leadership specifically.
And I like how she says, if it's for no reason, just say it. Just say you overhired and just say you're getting rid of me for no reason. But don't come up with some outlandish reason telling me that I don't make the standard, or I wasn't hitting metrics, or I'm underperforming.
See if we can get that for you. But Dom and
can
I
you
did
share
not
that
have
with me
that
now?
in our meeting. I cannot share that with you right now, unfortunately. Yeah, it's understandable how you feel and your frustration. Cannot stress that enough.
I have been working extremely hard. I just knew that this meeting was coming after knowing what's been happening with my peers and how extremely frustrated and upset everyone is. I know you guys must not be able to understand that given in the positions that you are in, and it must be very easy for you to just have these little 10-minute, 15-minute meetings, tell someone that they're fired, completely wreck their whole life, and then that's it with no explanation. That's extremely traumatizing for people. if you can imagine that. And I don't.
All right, guys, I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I will leave a link below so you can check it out, though. But basically, everything I said is what it is. They fabricated and came up with a reason to get rid of her. Not just her, but I'm sure most of her peers. I'm sure you may have had some that weren't meeting the standard or the performance levels that they had, the KPIs, but for the most part, that's what it is. She said it herself, calibrated. It's actually fabricated. And I find it crazy that they don't have the numbers that she asked for. So she's basically asking for the proof. What is the proof? What is the numbers? What is these numbers, that the data that you calibrated that got you to the decision to let me go? And she says she's not going to give it to her. But she should have that on hand. She should have that data on hand on why they're letting her go. So the bottom line, guys, is whatever you do for a living, most of us have jobs. Most of us don't run our own companies. We're not entrepreneurs. We have a job and we have a boss. We get paid for a service. We get paid for a function. Whatever it is that you do for a living, I would implore you to not only do that for a living, but to do something on the side. Have something else on the side where you can make money. Because the same Zoom call that Brittany got, the same Zoom call that I got, is the same Zoom call that you're going to get one day. And you can either have a heads up about it like I did, or you can be completely blindsided like Brittany was. The days of working at a job and being there on time and doing hard work and them being loyal to you and caring about you and your family, those days are over. So make sure that you do what you need to do to make sure that you are set so that you can take care of your family. Don't rely on one income. Try your damnness and your hardest to have at least 2 streams of income in case the ball drops on one. That's all I got for you guys on this video. I know this video was kind of long. It was kind of long. I tried to make it as short as possible, but I was just being honest at the beginning. I wanted to be honest with you. I always want to be honest with you. Thank you for continuing to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your comments, your likes, and everything like that. I definitely appreciate you guys out there and everything that you do. Be safe, and I'll talk to you soon.